Good morning, world. Hope you all had a great evening, restful sleep, woke up with a smile on your face. Let's bring to the world happiness and joy. Today I'm going to speak a little about try to be as quick as possible. Our faults and how do we accept them? Our faults refer to shortcomings, mistakes, flaws, or weaknesses in character and behavior. These can include negative personality traits, habits, or actions that hinder our growth, negatively impact our relationships, or cause us harm or harm to others. Faults can also be seen as sins, which are actions or thoughts that go against our values and beliefs. These are just things that I've looked up. I don't necessarily agree with everything because we should be able to make a mistake. We're going to be flaw with flaw. We're not flawless. We're going to have things about us that some people don't like. They consider them flaws in our character. They consider them maybe mistakes. But mistakes are okay. This is what we learn from. What constitutes a fault? Negative personality traits. Examples include anger, irritability, procrastination, insecurity, jealousy, or a tendency to gossip. Those are all true. Harmful habits. This can include unhealthy eating habits, excessive consumption of alcohol or other substances, or neglecting personal hygiene. A couple of them. I guess unhealthy things for you. It leads to other things, right? I don't want to get that deep. Those are personal things that one has to work on themselves and ask for help if they need it. Actions and omissions. Faults can also involve our choices and what we fail to do. For example, not being honest, not being responsible for our actions, or not helping others in need. This is something that we've talked about in other videos. Why can't we help others in need? Is that a flaw of ours? Is it a fault of ours? Does it stem from our upbringing? Does it stem from negative confrontations with other people? I don't know. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Continue this and then we'll get on with it. There's a question, why do we have faults? Human nature. Many people believe that humans are imperfect and that faults are a natural part of human experience. 100%. Agree with that 100%. We're human. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to make errors. I know that a lot of workplaces will say to you, man, you made a mistake. So what? I'm human. Are you perfect? Unconscious patterns. We may unconsciously repeat certain behaviors or make the same mistakes over and over, often due to ingrained patterns of thought or behavior. Train people. If this is for work, then train people. Train them not to make the same mistakes. If you're a leader, then be a leader. Don't try to be an overcomer of somebody else's issues. Help them. Sit them down, explain to them what their patterns are, how not to make that same mistake again, over and over again. They can't get better if you don't help them get better. And that's just in life too, helping others get better. by helping yourself first and foremost. Environmental influences, our upbringing, cultural norms, and experiences can shape our personality and lead to development of certain flaws. How do we overcome those? How do we overcome the ones that we were embedded with from birth? How do we overcome faults of not ours, but they were taught to us in certain ways from relatives, friends, other family members? Self-reflection. Taking time to think about our actions, thoughts, and feelings can help us become aware of our weaknesses. Greed. Seeking feedback, asking trusted friends, family, or mentors for constructive criticism can provide valuable insight. This is one that could be hard for some. This is one that could be hard for many. Asking for help, especially to those of you who think you're perfect and that you don't make mistakes or you don't have flaws. You wake up in the morning and look at yourself and say, wow, I'm perfect. First mistake. Nobody's perfect. You may look good when you look in the mirror. At least you may think you look good. Having confidence in yourself and your appearance is okay, but be careful of pride. Changing behaviors. Addressing faults requires making a conscious effort to change our habits, thoughts, and actions. Conscious efforts. Be mindful of what you're going to say or do. We've talked about that before. I don't know if I believe in this one. Seeking professional help. If we struggle to identify or change our faults, therapy or counseling can be beneficial. Maybe to some. But if we seek help from those of us who we know that won't use it against us, we all have faults. Is it that we have to go to see a professional and pay somebody money to tell us that we have faults and how to work on them? I don't think so. I think what we need is a spiritual connection with somebody, something that we find holy, that we find that we can confide in. Somebody, something, a higher power, whatever it may be. Sometimes we need God with skin on them. Sometimes we just need something to help us through life, to help us through whatever it may be. Faults are going to be there. Faults are going to aggravate us, make us think more than we really should. Let's say we have a vehicle. They're all going to have faults because they're made by humans, and humans aren't perfect. You may think that, no, they're made by robots. True, but who programs the robot? Who makes the part? Computer? Yes, but who programs the computer? Can a computer adapt to something, to its program, and to its memory that's been put in there? I don't know, can it? Our minds are a computer. We think it, we feel it, we put it into action. Our minds, are they faulty? Our minds not. But the thoughts that come from within us, that are processed through our own programming into our minds, can sometimes be a fault. How do we correct our faults? By thinking wholesome, by thinking of happiness, as we spoke of. Faults can be erased. Faults can be forgiven. It's up to us to do that for ourselves, most of all. Forgive yourself before you ask for forgiveness of someone else. If you forgive yourself, you'll be able to live with being imperfect. So many of us go through life beating ourselves up every single day. And then what happens is we end up beating someone else up because we're not happy with ourselves. It's definitely a fault of yours and yours alone and mine. When I say you, yours, I'm meaning all of us. I'm meaning myself too. I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me. This helps me grow. This helps me become a better person, a better human being to everybody that I come in contact with. Family, friends, acquaintances. We are human. Faults will never be gone from our lives. Let's try to make them as minimal as possible, but they're always going to be there. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us people of continuous learning, continuous forgiveness, continuous strengthening. A lot of people, companies, don't see it that way because their values, their policies and procedures are not human. They're programmed. So what they do, they go through algorithms within a system, and they ask the system a question of how things should be. It's a computer telling them what to make values, how to make their values sound impressive. Fine. Do you practice those values? Do you bring them to life? It's only a piece of paper if you don't bring them to life. Now, somebody breaks one of your values, both personal and business. Do you just let them go? Do you talk to them about that? Or is it something in your heart or your evil self, one of your own faults that makes you this way? A computer is only as good as the person putting the information into it. We have a computer. Computers are derived from the human being, from the human nervous system, from its memory. So scientists study that stuff and they come up with this computer when we have our own. It's the world of AI, it's the world of computer, it's the world of make-believe. It's not, there's always going to be faults. There's always going to be mistakes. If we could just understand that, then the world would come together and understand how wars are started of the not understanding, the ignorance of our faults. Reach out to someone today and tell them it's okay to make a mistake. Let them know that I am not without fault. I am not without mistake. I am not without sin. Touch people in a way that it makes them feel better about themselves, and they will become happy, joyous, and they will share it. Trust me, they will share it. Do not be a person of ignorance. Bring your happiness and joy forth, your forgiveness forth. Allow people to know that you yourself are not perfect. If you are a leader in any way, you make mistakes. We try to surround ourselves with people that know more than us, that can bring things to the table that can make a difference. Let's try that today. Let's be better people, knowing that we have faults. A faultless world will never be, because people are not faultless. Never will this world ever be faultless. Understand that for yourself, and you'll become a better person. You will become a light that will shine brightly in this world of darkness. I love you. I pray for you always, each and every one of you. I pray for the world. The world, number one, hunger to go away. There's no need that anyone should be hungry in this world. No need. If you know somebody that is, reach out to them. Do not allow your pride, your faults, your thoughts to get in the way. Just do it. You will see change in people, which will then change the world. Once again, I love y'all. Thank you for listening. I hope that I do help you. If I do, comment on it. Give me ideas. This is not me doing stuff like this. I don't do stuff like this. But I've been told to do it. I've been told to share my heart with you all. And that's what I'm doing. Try not to make this too long. I know I can ramble sometimes, but this brings me joy. I'm going to continue to do it. Sharing my faults, sharing my thoughts, sharing my heart. I bid you adieu until tomorrow. God willing, He allows me to wake another day. Be thankful. Peace.